What's going on, guys? County Gains back here again, your local strength and fitness coach. So today we got you should weigh 300 pounds. Now this is again another video. This guy's the most American looking guy in the world. This is from the channel called Starting Strength. Now this one's called, the guy that's, the guy that's in this video is called Rip. Obviously a super American guy. You should weigh 300 pounds. Guys, if you're, in my personal opinion, if you're 5'7" to 6'4", you gotta be over 200 pounds. You gotta be over 220. I mean, it's so light. Like, everyone is just so light in terms of going to the gym. All your back pain, all your problems will go away once you reach a certain weight, So let's get straight to it, man. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my coaching as well. If you guys want to have coaching, I'll get you guys big and not fat. I love you guys, man. Let's get it.
So there's been some contention in my group of buddies who've been talking a lot about body weight, and so I'd like to first off know what you think a good body weight for me is. So I'm 6'4", a little over 6'4". I currently weigh about 215. Squat 280, 3x5, deadlift 300, 3x5, bench 185, 3x5, and press 110, 3x5. I'm wondering what you think I ought to get up to.
Well,
for,
all right.
Peak strength situation.
I've been around competitive lifters for about 45 years, and any competitive lifter that I've ever been around that was 6'4" weighed over 300 pounds. All right.
Right.
All of them weighed over 300 pounds. If you're 6'4", you showed up at the meet weighing 3 1/4. Because at 6'4", 325. Yeah.
And guys, bear in mind, this isn't just for strength training. This is for bodybuilding too. If you're a natural guy, you're not going to compete in some federation, right? If you're on the sauce. I'm 6'2" right now. I'm like 247. I'm trying to get up to like 250, which is 113 kilos, something like that, and hold the weight. When I was 18 years old, I was 225 pounds. I was 103-4 kilos, like nothing. You should be really heavy, guys. You should be wanting to get bigger when you do bodybuilding and fitness. It shouldn't be a case of constantly cutting to get abs. Like this thing of constantly gaining 5 pounds and losing it again to get your abs for the summer is not going to yield long-term results, guys. You have to do a long time in the gaining phase when you're first starting off, or if you're an advanced, especially if you're an advanced lifter. You have to stay at a higher body weight, let your body harden at that weight, and then slowly cut the calories down so you can kind of keep all the muscle. Because it's so impossibly hard to build muscle. Muscle takes a deceptively long, hard time to gain. A lot of people don't understand. Just remember that, guys. A deceptively long time to gain. A lot of people think that if I gain, I gained like 5 pounds. That 5 pounds is probably water. Maybe a pound of that is muscle. So to actually gain that hardened body weight, you have to bulk up, and then you have to kind of hold that body weight and then slowly drop it back down. This whole process is just ridiculous, man. He said he's 6'4", 215 pounds. I was 225 pounds when I was 18. So 6'4", and I think he said he was 22, 23. If you're 22, guys, you're so old. I think at 18, I was 225, 230. So at 18, he said, at 22, he's saying that he's 215 at 6'4". You should be 275 at 6'4", guys. Nothing. I know a lot of people will be like, what, 275? Easily, guys. Easily, man. Everyone needs to gain weight. It's unbelievable. The things I see in the fitness world are just shocking to me, because it's a bunch of guys that are on steroids telling people how to get big. A bunch of guys that have amazing genetics telling people how to get big. Take it from me, guys. I don't have that great genetics. I'm okay genetics for gaining muscle. They're okay. They're better than a little bit, just because I respond. But not in terms of strength. My strength is not that great at all, matter of fact. But in terms of building muscle, but you guys gotta understand that genetics or not, you have to be pushing the calories to gain the weight.
And
All right.
you here's the situation is that your muscle mass has got to be proportionate to your limb lengths. All right. The muscle belly, the cross-sectional area of the muscle belly, is the determining factor in terms of the amount of force, amount of contractile force the muscle produces. And if you're 6'4", the muscle belly's got to be big enough around to generate force for an 800-pound squat, which person 6'4" should be able to do. But the fact that you're 6'4" means that that long muscle belly at that girth is going to be twice the mass that it would be if you were 5'4", 5'6". You see why that would be? I mean, it's just more mass in the muscle because it's longer. If it's the same size around and it's longer, it's going to be bigger. So you're going to have to carry a heavier body weight than somebody that is 5'6".
And for a guy like you,
Right.
the weights that you're lifting, you hear a number like 300, 325. You have to remember that you can't be 275 and 300 with a 400-pound squat or even a 500-pound squat. We're talking 550, 600 squat.
Yes.
Upwards
Anyway.
700
That's big weights,
deadlift.
guys.
See, and I know that sounds preposterous to you right now, but one of the reasons it sounds preposterous is because at 6'4" and 215, you're not very strong right now.
Exactly.
And you're not going to be very strong.
Now, I was like 225, 230 my whole life. Now I'm up near 250. I feel way stronger than I did, guys. And I didn't get that much fatter, like, at all, a matter of fact. You know, because if you're a bigger, taller guy, I'm 6'2", like I said in other videos, 6'2.5". You know, you should be 250, guys. Like 260 even, you know, because you're not even going to look that big, man. If you're 260 at 6'2", you're not even going to look that huge, like, honestly. It's going to look okay, like, big, especially if you're natural, guys. It's going to be mostly in your legs, your ass cheeks, you know, your quads and your calves. Just that'll look bulky on you. But in terms of your upper body strength, you need that kind of push, you know. Yeah, everyone needs to gain body weight, man.
Until you gain some weight.
Yep.
I mean, why do you want to be small? You didn't start lifting weights to stay small.
I do not.
I love that, guys. That's a great phrase. You didn't start lifting weights to be small. I don't understand nowadays, like, everyone's just trying to lift weights and stuff to be, like, skinny and stuff, like, and, like, ripped at, like, 170, 160, and that's their prerogative, but, you know, in all honesty, guys, like, you're gonna stagnate, and then you're not gonna be happy with your progress. Like, that's what happened to me. You know, I wasn't lifting. I was like 220 pounds, 215 pounds, and I was really skinny at 215 pounds, like, really skinny. And, you know, I was still, like, I looked like a swimmer, but the whole progress in the gym just halted. I wasn't getting stronger. I couldn't get past certain lifts. It was just impossible. Now that I started eating more, started taking pre-workout, started training properly, a lot more higher reps. Oh yeah, the strength just went through the roof. Like, for me, in terms of certain lifts. So yeah, that's what happens, guys. When you gain weight, the lifts get bigger.
And
I did not.
I mean, do they ration calories in Canada? Or what's the deal?
Well, we haven't quite gotten to that point yet.
All right. Well, let me point something out.
And then that,
All right.
and then that direction.
A guy that's 6'4" and 215 can get to be 225 in a week.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's
no
fine.
shit.
In a week.
That's facts.
No shit.
That is.
And how would I go about doing that? In what
You
week?
eat more
Would I
than you
gain
want
10
to.
Yeah, and the thing about it as well is, like, people don't want to do it because it's uncomfortable. You may not be able to run for a week or two, guys. You know, you may not be able to run as much. You know, you might not be able to run your 5K. You know, you might not be able to run your marathon anymore. You might not be able to play football with the boys for a few months. But once you bulk up and get that certain body weight and you get your cardio back again, like, my cardio is amazing now. But I had to take a few months off, guys, to kind of build the muscle, have my cardio kind of be shit in the gym a little bit. Let my cardio readjust, help the lungs, let the heart and stuff readjust to the certain body weight, because then your body will harden at that certain body weight, and then you'll be able to be bigger, faster, stronger than everybody else. If you just stay at the same weight and, you know, hope to get stronger and faster, it's never going to happen for your whole life. DM me for coaching plans, guys. I'm telling you right now.
That's how you do it. You eat more than you want to eat. You have to get used to the idea that you have to eat more than you want to eat every time you sit down to eat. You're going to eat more than you want to. That's how you get big.
Yep.
And you're not going to get fat. You're just going to get what's going to grow is your muscle mass because you're training.
He could be 275 and not even look a little bit fat.
You could be.
If you're 6'4", 6'5", and you're not like 270, you know, you don't look fat ever, guys. In clothes, right? You know, of course, if you want to be lean, you know, then it's a little bit different. But if you're like trying to gain strength, get size, and just get overall bigger, you know, being 260, 270, 280 at 6'4 plus, you know, 6'3", even my weight, even my height, 6'2", it's really not that it's really not that impressive, guys. I don't even look that big. Like people like you're big, but I'm really not, guys. I'm really not at all that big, you know, at this body weight. So
275 in 4, 5, 6 months, and all you're going to do is look better, because your neck's going to be bigger, your shoulders are going to be wider, your hips are going to be deeper, your legs are going to be bigger, and you know, if you put 2 inches on your waist, who gives a shit?
yeah,
You know, you've put 6 inches on your
Right.
chest.
yeah, true.
So
that, guys.
I mean, this is you and your friends. Your friends are all those skinny guys too, right?
Yeah, they're not quite as tall as I am, and we kind of talk a lot about this kind of power building model that you kind of see,
Just-
slight surplus, and
Look,
your
all
lifts
that-
are going up a little
all
bit.
that intermediate
Especially
level
maintaining
shit,
the
you-
physique and this kind of thing.
you don't worry about
Yeah.
power building or any other intermediate type program
Facts.
until you're 275
Facts.
and your squat's up around 600,
That's heavy.
because your squat is your squat has to go up. Your deadlift, you ought to be pulling 675 by the end of the year.
Yep. Yeah, you're the
You know.
equivalent of
You know, you shouldn't be worrying about any other style of training or even worrying about cutting until you're a certain body weight. When I see guys and they're cutting at 190 pounds, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you don't have the muscle mass to even sustain a cut. You know? You need muscle mass to sustain a cut. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. Training is just starting to annoy me, man, honestly.
of
By the end of the year,
By the end of 2023, yes.
man, you're the equivalent of probably like let's say like an average 5'8" guy weighing 165 right now, if not less.
Right.
So 6'4" guy at 215 is the equivalent of a 5'8" guy weighing 160. That's awful. So basically, yeah, I'm the equivalent of a 5'8" guy at 200 pounds because I'm 245, 250 right now. Even look at my arms in the video, guys. Like, be honest with yourselves, guys. Like, are you actually trying to get big in the gym or not? It just boggles my mind, man. I don't understand this.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, you're in the
25.
sweet spot, man.
25, guys. That's old as hell as well. Like, if you in terms of your body weight at 18 I was 225, 230, guys. You should be like bulking up like crazy at 18, 19, 20. That's when you should be really getting that size blowing up, you know.
And you're
Get to work.
you are going to be a beast
Yep.
if you will stop listening to anybody but me.
Or me.
Okay.
Yeah. Forget about Rip man or me, man. If you guys want coaching plans, DM me on Instagram. I'll get you guys swole the right way, not get fat either. You don't want to get fat either, guys. For all those people wondering, oh, I'm going to lose my abs and all that type of thing, guys, you're not. You know, you might lose them for a few months, a little bit. You might have a 4-pack rather than a 6-pack. But your strength is going to go crazy. Your upper body is going to get massive and jacked, if that's what you want. I understand some people, and they don't want that. I get that, guys. But I'm just trying to say, if you want to do that, you know what I mean? It's very easy to do that. You know, don't get into lifting if you don't want to be huge. You know, that's just my personal opinion. I love you guys all, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.